This is NBC Right Now Local News at 5.
Taking a turn now, as the weather gets colder, we tend to spend more time inside, but you might not be the only one enjoying the warmth of your home.
Bugs, rodents, and other unwanted pests are a big problem this time of year, so we brought in a pest expert to answer some questions.
Hi guys, so this is our pest expert, Gary Isenberger from Point Pest Control. And so earlier today we posted to Facebook asking you guys, if you had any pest questions, we're gonna bring in an expert to answer those. But first off, I just wanna, ask you, the seasons are changing and so do the pests. So which ones are we kind of looking out for?
A lot of spiders right now, a lot of ants.
A lot of ants.
Even the mice are moving around.
No one wants that in their house.
Yeah, no, that's not a pleasant one for sure.
Not a pleasant one. Okay, so we had a question from Tiffany Woodrome, and she asked, we have such a huge fly problem this year, and they've tried everything. Fly traps, fly sprays, washing down the whole back porch. Nothing has worked. It's made sitting on the porch miserable. So could you give some advice to Tiffany on what she can do?
Flies are they're tough. Mm-hmm. Really, the most effective thing that I've found is fly bait. Just something to attract them to it that they'll land in and die. Mm-hmm. Maybe fly off and die, hopefully. But yeah, baits are really a good thing.
Because I know there's this thing where you can put like a little bit of vinegar and like dish soap in a little bowl. Like we do that back at my house because we get fruit flies everywhere and they're just a disaster. So that's your main, thing is maybe do some traps. And
for fruit flies particularly, that vinegar is something that just draws them to it.
Draws them in. Yeah. Okay, and so you brought a little something for us here today, and this is though for ants. Tell me a little bit about how this can help.
This is a product called Taurus. It's a non-repellent product that we apply to the outside of your house, and it's designed to have the ants actually walk through it. And it sticks to them, and then they carry it back to wherever they came from, and hopefully pass that along to the other ants in the colony, and it's a really good product that'll eliminate the ant problem.
Well, that's good to know. I know they're all just, everyone's wanting to come inside now, like spiders too, and we're going to get to that in a little bit because Aaron wants to know, what are some recommended barrier sprays for spiders?
Well, this is a good one for ants, but there's another one for spiders particularly, and we'll probably show that a little bit later.
All right, perfect. All right, thanks, Gary. And like we said, we're going to be here checking back in, but for right now, you can join our conversation. Just head on over to NBC Right Now Tri-Cities, and you can join the conversation.
Well, speaking of the fall weather changing, we've been talking about what kinds of pests are coming into your home this fall season.
That's right. So let's check back in with Carly Tinsley, who's live in the studio answering your questions with a special guest. Hi, Carly.
Hi, guys. So when we left off, we've been talking about all things creepy, crawly, things that you pretty much just don't want in your house. So we left off on a question from Aaron when we're talking about spiders and sprays. So part 2 of his question is, most sprays don't work on a lot of fast-moving spiders because it takes contact for them to be effective. So are there any other approaches, especially that are safe for pets and young children? That's especially important.
Yeah, anytime you're putting any kind of pesticides around your house, you want to apply them, and you want to give it some time. I like to give it an hour after I get done to just give it time to dry, and then turn loose the pets, I guess. And most people are going to have their kids wash their hands anyway when they come in from the outdoors, and just little things like that. As far as fast-moving spiders, part of it is getting rid of the food source, the reason that the spiders are there in the first place. And so a lot of the products that we use are going to eliminate the spiders on contact and then eliminate the food sources as well.
So you're saying about after an hour of applying this stuff, it's going to be safe for pets and kids and stuff. Okay, it's good to know. Okay, so I have a personal question. So fall decorations, I'm a big fall person, so we love to bring in, like the corn husks, scarecrows, but those can also really bring in lots of bugs and stuff. So what's kind of your advice for that?
That's a harborage area. That's going to be a place for spiders to hide, other bugs to crawl up under there and hide. And so just be aware that when you go to take them down or spend time around them, that there may be some critters.
They're going to be hanging out in there, so just be aware of that. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Gary. We're going to be back here at 6 o'clock, so keep sending in your questions, and you can also post to our Facebook page, and for right now, we'll send it back to you guys.
Getting a little creeped out over here.
I know. I've noticed some of these pesky critters in my place already this year. They are migrating for sure.
We're lucky to have Gary here tonight letting us know what to do.